Christopher Isherwood was looking for a permanent, loving union as he steamed across the North Atlantic toward America in January 1939. Off the coast of Newfoundland, he wrote in his diary, we ran into a blizzard. The ship entered New York Harbor looking like a wedding cake. A fair-haired American rent boy waited for him on the pier, pinched and scarlet with the cold. An English dancer waited for him back in London, hoping, after a tearful farewell in a taxi, to be sent a ticket to join Isherwood in New York. Another young Englishman was completing his undergraduate degree at Cambridge University, dejected that Isherwood had ended their romance just a few months before. In Germany, a young man of 23 was serving a sentence of hard labor for illegal sexual acts and draft evasion after a 5-year love affair with Isherwood spent partly on the run from the Gestapo. Accompanying Isherwood aboard the Champlain was an old friend, a poet, who had fallen unrequitedly in love with him back in 1926. There had been, and would be, many more. Boys, as he romantically called them, younger boys who needed protection, taller boys who offered it, boys with whom Isherwood felt mentally or physically matched and energetically rivalrous. He charmed them all. His charisma was legendary. Something stopped him from caring. In his 1945 novel, The Overlooked Gem, Prodder Violet, he was to write in the voice of the narrator based on himself. Love, at the moment, was J. After J, there would be K, and L, and M, right down the alphabet. J isn't really what I want. J has only the value of being now. J will pass. The need will remain. The need to get back into the dark, into the bed, into the warm, naked embrace, where J is no more J than K, L, or M. Such a need, impervious to the individual personality of the beloved, was fed in Isherwood by fears that had haunted him since childhood, fears that had been intensified by the death of his father in World War I and by the consequent shattering of his childhood world, the decline of his father's landed family, the hopeless grief of his mother, the developmental backwardness of his younger brother, the forced parting from his German boyfriend, his growing certainty of the coming of World War II. Isherwood summarized these fears in a passage of internal monologue in Prodder Violet that conveys, as fiction, his intense and continuous feeling of imminent annihilation, of the approaching end of the world and himself. Death, the desired, the feared, the longed-for sleep, the terror of the coming of sleep, death, war, the vast sleeping city doomed for the bombs,